Welcome to the Metzel map presentation of The Stones, this year's by Roxas created World Championship Metzel. The Stones resembled the last World Championships Metzel, The Woods, not only in name but also in its rough layout. Both starting positions are identical with a large arena in the south and stealth paths around the outside. However, there are a lot of differences in the details. Each player spawns with 4 small towers, 64 planks, 48 stone and 8 hammers, in addition to the normal HG starting resources. The towers already occupy the entire forest and enough stone so that each civilization can immediately start large construction projects. In addition, there's 1 tower away an early stone mine for all civilizations except the Trojans. The non-removable statues block the building of only the stone mine of the Trojans, as they performed above average in our tests. However, it is still a typical Metzel mine that will run at 100%. In addition to the stone mine, there's also plenty of stone and stone fields on the map. Below the forest there's a large, and in the northeast and northwest there's each a small and medium-sized stone field. And if you somehow run out of stone, you can also build plenty of stone mines on the large mountain in the north between the stone fields. In general, you can find everything in abundance on the mountain. Yes, everything, even sulfur and a mine battery spot for Trojan mana builds. Mana is also provided for other civilizations. In the southeast there's suitable terrain for all civilizations to build mana, with the Romans receiving more space and an extra area in the southeast as they are the only ones who really depend on it. Even though there are various rivers and a lot of sea on the map, fish are only found in the northern waters and in the lake near the starting tower. However, the fish in the lake are finite as there are only slightly more than 200 fish. After that you are forced to the north coast and the adjacent rivers where fish are then available in abundance. You now have 40 minutes to build your settlement under these conditions until the peacetime is over. From that point on, soldiers, priests and fairies are allowed to cross the center at full length. And if the game is not decided 20 minutes later, saboteurs, war machines, warships and pioneers are allowed to cross the center as well. You're also only allowed to expand your land across the center after 60 minutes. Only thieves can scout or even steal from the enemy settlement from the start. There are a total of 6 ways to reach the enemy: a stealth path above, a large arena south of the settlement, a larger area below the arena, a stealth path below, a sea route by the fish, and finally the sea route completely around the outside. However, if you really want to reach the enemy territory immediately, you can melt the snow twice above the arena to significantly shorten the route. After the first melting, you can also pick up a small gold boost. Since war machines and warships can now also shoot down civilian buildings and fish are only available on the coast, there's also a bay that can be secured with archers so that ships can be built for defense and safety. This body of water also plays a major role when a Mayan produces mana, as there's a small island that both players can always see and where the Mayan can banish to. At this point I would also like to emphasize once again that banishing to the spectator spots is prohibited and is considered a rule violation. That is The Stones in its current state. The tournament organizers reserve the right to adjust the map before the start of the group stage, if it turns out that Civilization X or Strategy Y is too strong or too weak. However, these would only be minor changes, such as increased starting resources for a weak civilization, so that you don't have to completely relearn your build. We're currently working with the Settlers United team to simplify the lobby settings for the World Championship. In the meantime, you should play the map with these settings. From now on, new videos with information about the World Championship will be posted on this channel every week until it starts in November. Next week we will discuss the format of the group stage. At last, the tournament organizers would like to ask for some donations. We estimate our total costs to be around €500, which includes server, trophy and production costs. We ourselves do not take any money for the work we put into this, and if we receive more donations than needed to cover the costs, the additional money will be distributed as prize money to the top places. All donations are very welcome, but please make sure that you are financially able to do so first. With that, till next week.